What's up, everybody? It's Omega from Omega's Gaming. Back at it again with another ESO video. Um, Today we're going to go over my Magic Templar for PvP, Battleground, CP, no CP. I've been playing with this quite a bit. Um, this is kind of a douchebag setup. Um, doesn't really focus a lot on damage, but more survivability. And you still pull really good damage at the same time. So we'll go over what sets I'm using. I'm using 5-piece Julianos. I have 3 on the body, and then I have 2 swords. And my swords aren't gold yet, and I don't have any enchants on them. So I'm a little behind on that, but even the way that it is right now, I've just been wrecking people in open world. 2-piece Pirate Skeleton. This is the most overpowered set in the entire game. Just by wearing this, you could wear all light armor and you're basically a tank. Um, and it's amazing. Uh, you have to use it. My next set that I'm using is a Wizard's Repose. I think that's how you say it. All magic recovery. And the reason that I'm doing that is magic recovery and sustain is the name of the game right now. So if you can outplay somebody, you don't have to have crazy damage. It's not necessary. So I mean, if you look at my character sheet, max magic I have 38k, which is really good. When I pop a potion, I have like 17, almost 1800 magic recovery, which is plenty. Little bit of crit resist. It's always good. People always say crit is garbage in PvP, but especially when you're on a Templar and you have so many hits that are coming out, I crit quite often. This means every second hit from your biting jabs is gonna crit because it hits 4 times. So 2 of those are gonna crit. You know what I mean? And it does quite a bit of damage. Um, Anyways, 1928 spell damage. When I buff with my major and minor spell damaging, it gives me, I'm at like right around 24 and change, almost 2500. And with gold weapons, you'd be at like 27, 2800 spell damage, which is plenty. I mean, between 2000 and 500, 2000 and 2500 is about what you want. If you're in that range, you're fine. 51% crit, which is decent. Spell pen is good. I'm running the apprentice just to get that spell damage up since my stuff isn't gold. Otherwise, I would run the recovery. But once my swords are gold, I'll switch to recovery, and then I'll still have that over 2k mark. And then when I pop a potion, I'll be at like 2100 magic recovery. Food, just using the health and magicka basic foods. Points, I have quite a bit into crit because I do crit pretty often, and Templars get like that 10% increase in crit damage, so why not? 56 into Elemental Expert, 51 into Master at Arms, 51 into Thaumaturge. This is where my crit resist comes from. Put 44 points in here just to have a little bit of resistance, and 1,000's good. Ironclad 23, 43 in Hardy and Elemental. Thick Skinned 20, just a little bit of break those dots down. This is for my shields because I do run shields. 100 into recovery, obviously, and then I heavy resto constantly. So this makes it so that I never run out of magic. I have 0 sustained issues on this. And 10 into dodge rolling because I do dodge roll attacks. Like I said, you'll want these to be gold eventually. If you could get these in gold, it's good. Another substitute that you can use for Julianos, if you're like, oh, Julianos, I don't care about crit, do either Magnus or Seducers. Seducers would probably be better because when you put the Seducers on, it's going to crank this up by a lot. So you could put spell damage glyphs on here and still have really high magic recovery, and then you'd have even more damage, and it's 8% less spell cost. So you would, I mean, it would probably honestly be better, but I haven't made my Seducers yet. I'm just kind of testing this out. But so far with the Julianos, it's working pretty fantastic. I really do want to try it with Seducers, though. Seducers is my next attempt, but I think Seducers with the spell rings would be even better. what else could we go over? See, all my stats, all of this stuff. Okay. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. It's just a quick preview of what's to come. This is a really, really good build. You can run all of this stuff on whatever class you want. It just works really well on the Magic Templar because you run two swords, so I don't have to have, on my main bar everything is working. So it's pretty awesome. Um, for my main bar, I have toppling charge, puncturing sweeps, dark flare, inner light, radiant oppression, shooting star. If you cast this toppling charge in, sweep, they're pretty much dead. Back bar, restoring focus to get my stats up, because if you look here, I'm at 21 and almost 18. I mean, that's some really good defense. So it's really tanky. It's very hard to kill. Harness Magicka, Healing Ward, Vampire's Bane, and Degeneration. Vampire's Bane is a great dot. I use Degeneration because I heavy resto constantly, like I said, so there's always that chance for it to heal me. I do not put Breath of Life on here. It's very expensive, and running these two is plenty to keep you alive. Now, if you're one disclaimer is, if you try this and you try to 1v1 like these proctards, these terrible proc sets that Stamina is using, it's gonna get wrecked. I mean, you can't do anything about that. That is a broken mechanic in the game, and you're fucked. You might get lucky if your pirate skeleton goes off, and if you can drop an ultimate and one-shot them, but for the most part, 75% of the time, they are still going to beat you just because it's broken. This is more for like an open world aspect, like here in Cyrodiil, not really for 1v1s. I mean, there are proc sets running around in Cyrodiil, but not as many as there are people who are just walking around trying to duel and feel fancy. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, and once I get to the Seducers, I'll give you an update on this. And if you guys want to see this build in action in PvP, let me know down in the comments, and I will actually tape me and my brothers going through and clearing out people and everything, and I'll kind of attach it to this to make it look even better. So, all right, guys, hope you enjoyed it. See you later.